congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
This is quite sort of, a dense narrative and with different types of genres thrown into it as well.
Yeah.
How exciting was it getting sort of offered this project really for you?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, it was so thrilling. Charlotte and I had been looking for, the right first feature, because it's our first feature, and we were looking for the right project to dive into. And as soon as we read the script, I mean, as you said, there's so many genres sort of, flowing from one to the next, and also these massive set pieces. So we really saw it as this intersection of like high action, quite rhythmic, high octane film, but also with these really intimate, emotionally intense scenes as well. So yeah, it was very thrilling.
I know that you guys are more sort of used to, you've done loads of music videos, and actually you can really see it in this. You've brought that kind of flair to the movie. What were sort of your most sort of cherished sort of parts of this movie? Was it the more sort of, low intensity stuff, or was it more the high octane stuff? Which did you prefer?
That's a great question. I think it's a mix of both, because we love that first race between Ronnie and Noah so much, where she gets in the car and it feels unexpected and they race through the underground streets of London. And then we love moments that, harken back to our music video experience, like when Noah and Jenna walk into the underground fight to Britney Spears' Piece of Me. I think that's a moment we feel really proud of, because on the day we played that song, that was on our original playlist we made, which is such a big part of our process, is the music side of it. And so there's something like that, which is just a little moment but feels quite us. And then I think we're also super proud of some of these quieter, more intimate scenes between Nick and Noah that have that romantic tension and feel very true to the genre.
I actually was going to ask you about the music side of it, because I was kind of excited when I heard that Britney Spears song, because I remember it coming out, And did you have in mind a whole set of sort of songs that you really were like a no-brainer, you really wanted to keep? And it's kind of, did you find it hard to sort of convince others that those are the tunes you wanted with this piece?
It's actually funny that you should ask that, because, music has always been a really integral part of our process. And so, from the very first reading of the script, we had playlists going for different characters, different themes in the film, different locations. Even going into our first meeting with Amazon, we had probably 7 playlists already. And what's wild to see is that a lot of those songs made it into the final film. So it was very, it was a very collaborative process with, sides of, the music team at Amazon, as well as our team. And so we were so lucky to get some of these amazing songs.
I just want to touch on, obviously this is I don't want to say a remake, but like an English version of a really, really popular Amazon film. Did you go back and sort of look at that first when you were making it, or were you very sort of intentional with not being too influenced by the original?
Yeah, I think that we, of course, to understand the lore, read the book and watched the Spanish film as well, to understand, the global audience that we were going to be also tapping into. But ultimately, it was about, for us, really understanding what are these fans really gravitating toward, what in the story is really speaking to people, and then how can those parts, also be integral to the story that we're telling that's based in London. But we were so focused on how London was going to ground the story and act as its own character. And we were so lucky to be able to shoot in London for a film that takes place in London, and really lean into that and the talent that we were using to, like you were saying, adapt it for a new world and hopefully offer it a new flavor.
Yeah. So you filmed in London. Had you worked here before? And what was it like?
I mean, we love working in London. This, of course, was our biggest project here yet, and we got to see so much of the city in that, in many ways we were like Noah, we're exploring a new city. But, one thing that, we've always said is shooting here is so special in that there's just so many, from a production design standpoint, from a crew standpoint, we worked with some of the best. We had amazing British cast, amazing British crew, led to a lot of great British dynamics. So yeah, we can't say enough good things. We love shooting here.
You have a really fantastic cast, and the 2 leads are really just so charming and lovely, and they've got such experience in working in the theatre and stuff. Did you have a hand in picking them?
We did, yeah. It was a really exciting casting process, and it was that feeling of when you know, and when we put the 2 of them in a room together, it was pretty electric. And we knew right then and there that they would be our Nick and Noah. So, and they're just really, we can't say enough good things about working with them. They're so wonderful.
So talented.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
you.
Congratulations
Thank
again.
you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!